The next speaker is the Center for the Development of Democracy and Human Rights, followed by the Kazakh Community Association.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Yuri Dzhibladze, and I speak on behalf of the Center for the Development of Democracy and Human Rights. Civil society groups working in the post-Soviet region and facing pressure and persecution are thankful to many NGO colleagues around the world and governments of democratic countries for solidarity and support, including right here at this session. Speaking strongly against shrinking space, exposing cases of harassment, naming and shaming the culprits, making protection of civil society an important part of your foreign policy, adopting resolutions and statements at the international level, giving civil society space at intergovernmental organizations and meetings, providing political, moral, and financial and other support to NGOs and activists, giving them recognition in the form of awards, providing temporary shelter or asylum in the case of high risk, are all important ways of expressing solidarity and support. One of the best ways to support civil society groups is cooperating closely with them on the issues they address, using their data and reports and taking their recommendations seriously for developing policies and strategies to protect and develop human rights and democracy, making their voices and positions heard at the high level of governments and intergovernmental organizations. One example of such cooperation is the work of the International Human Rights Campaign called Prove They Are Alive, which I have the honor to represent. It has been working since 2013 to hold the practice of enforced disappearances in Turkmenistan, and involves members from human rights groups from Russia, the US, Norway, international NGOs, and Turkmen activists working at high risk. The campaign acts with the support of the OSCE-wide NGO coalition, the Civic Solidarity Platform, and actively interacts with many governments and intergovernmental organizations, including the OSCE, the UN, and the EU. We thank you for your continued support. However, now we need your support more than ever, because the situation with enforced disappearance in Turkmenistan has deteriorated even further since the last HDIM. We need to develop new strategies of the international community. And to discuss the new strategies and develop new approaches, we invite you to a side event tonight at 6 o'clock at room 2, where relatives of the victims of enforced disappearances will testify about their ordeal, and members of the Prove Their Life campaign will discuss with the audience, with the participants, these new approaches and new strategies. Thank you.